For your compilations, you had to do a lot of audio restoration of the old
Yes.
master tapes and stuff like this. What kind of equipment do you use for that?
Well, I was using computers to clean up my sound. So I would take a record, record it into the computer at a high quality rate, and then from there I would make it into a 2-track, wave um, sound file. Then I would just take out the pops by hand. That would take me, 2 hours or a week, depending on how fucked up the record was. If we didn't have the master, and then we would take out the noise and the crackles. And then, as time went on, these programs started coming out, and they would make it much easier to restore the records. But we went and bought Cedar. I don't know if you ever heard of this company.
No.
They would automatically do it in real time, but it wouldn't catch everything. So we'll definitely, we'll run it through there in real time and record it. But then I would still have to go and tweak it. And then if I needed to, I would have to, re-edit stuff or replace certain areas that were messed up on the record. And then that's how I would make my records. And then the final product would be nice and quiet and clean. You know what I'm saying? So I took pride in that. It was many hours of work. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it would take me a half. I only put out 2 a year.
Compilations there sound really good.
Yeah, I would put out maybe 2 a year.
And you also put out compilation series that is called Strictly Breaks. Right?
Yes, me and my partner.
There were some producers that complained about
putting their names on the back. Yeah, my partner thought about doing that. That was his babies. You know what I'm saying? I just got the artist for him, and he would use my record collection just to, do those records. Yeah, a lot of people got heated behind it, but like, hey, we're trying to sell a record, and a lot of people weren't sure if you didn't put the names on it. Now, people took a chance with Dusty Fingers because they knew they would hear some hot shit on it. And it was like, okay, this record's coming home with me. And it was stuff that no one knew about. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made it even better. So they did their thing with that. And my partner did his thing with that. And, people would piss, moan, and complain because I knew everyone. My partner was he didn't know no one. So I just trying to calm people down about this shit. But, they would talk whatever. And I was like, listen, whatever. I am not really involved in this, but I'll let him know. And my friend was like, fuck them. They're not putting money in my pocket. I'm putting money out and putting money involved in this project. And if they're going to cry about it, so what? If you don't get sample clearance, then fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't use the record. That's how my partner had an attitude like that. And I was like, damn, bro, that's cold, man. You got to respect, there's people trying to do hip hop without. But, he had his way of thinking. I had mine, that's why I did, I shied away from all that crap. You know what I'm saying?
You use Serato nowadays when you DJ, right?
Yeah, I use Serato now.
What's your opinion on these new DJ technologies?
Well, I kind of love it that I don't have to carry records no more. But on the other hand, I just miss the feel of vinyl. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing else like vinyl. Nothing else will be like vinyl. And even though you're playing on a vinyl record, it's still a time code record, not the actual record. And a lot of these DJs now are using absolute mode with the cue points.
The relative mode.
Oh, the relative mode. Excuse me, I don't even know. I only use the mode that feels like a real record, as close as possible. So I don't know nothing about this, but there are really cool things you can do. But I consider that cheating, because if you had vinyl, you weren't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You would have to drop needles. I come from that era, the needle drop. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's cool for certain things. Like now you can travel with a small hard drive or a memory stick, and you can play because everyone has Serato, which is cool. And it's better for that movement. But on the other hand, it's not going to feel the same as a vinyl record, and your records. I have records that are just like trained. I've customized and trained my records. I could do all kinds of crazy shit. Pull the needle back and it'll be right on the point with no problem. You understand what I'm saying? And if you DJ that type of style and cut up records, and you could pull the needle back, and it will drop there. It won't go no further. It won't go before the record will start or a little bit after it. It'll just drop right on a dime. You can't get that with Serato unless you use Q points, but that's still cheating. But it's more amazing to do it with an actual vinyl record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the technology is cool. Thumbs up, bigs up to Rain, and I just love their mixers. Their mixers is really dope.
But all these technologies kind of killed your
Yeah,
business, right?
it
On
kind
the
of
other hand,
it killed my business. But you know what? People still gotta come to me to get shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna find half the shit I got. You know what I'm saying? Which later on you will hear some stuff that is not really available nowhere else. You feel what I'm saying? So someone in, I will still continue making certain things, but it's up in the air right now. Maybe I have to get into the digital thing, and sell it that way, but will still buy my shit regardless because I always will surprise you and bring out something that, you never even thought about. You know what I'm saying?
so you have any future projects coming up?
Yes, I do. I'm currently DJing in a lot of different places, and I'm trying to come out with a volume 2 of my mix CD. Probably by September, if not the beginning of next year. And I'm gonna follow that CD up with another CD, with funky soundtracks and just crazy grooves. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see where that goes. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully people will appreciate it and go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? And just buy for the love, of music. It'll be more of me DJing style. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be a lot of dope shit on there, and you will enjoy it.
What we didn't talk about is your involvement with graffiti. Can how do you get involved into graffiti and the Zulu Nation?
Well, Zulu Nation, man, I used to go to all their parties, so I wanted to become a part of them. You know what I'm saying? So I've been down with Zulu Nation since '84. I thought about being down with them for a very long time before that, but I didn't have no one to sponsor me. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be involved with more of the DJing aspect of Zulu Nation. And when I joined this particular chapter, it was more like kind of like being in a gang, and I didn't want to be involved in that shit. So I spoke to Trouble, which was down with chapter 2, and I spoke to him about it, and he's like, "Fuck them, that chapter is like crazy right now. They're doing a lot of wild shit, and they're not supposed to be doing stuff like that." So he put me down with his chapter 2. And then I became, one of the members, highly respected in the music part of it. And I would just participate and go to all the venues and just, support them and just make sure the party will rock. And I've been doing so started back up with it in 2003. And ever since then, I've been going to every one. And we've been having a great time. We've been doing a lot of shows together. And now we have chapters worldwide. So it's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? And they are doing everything they can with all the elements of hip hop. A lot of good graffiti writers, break dancers, DJs, and MCs, and even poetry writers are coming out and they're being involved with the whole situation, which is another part of it, which is very dope. And we're gonna keep doing this stuff in all styles of music, respect for everything and everyone else around you, and that's cool. That's what's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Thanks
All
a
right,
lot for
man.
the interview.
Yo, thank you so much, Rick. Peace, love. All right.